So the intention is to have council make a decision on the future of aquatics before the end of the summer, and council stated its intention to head in that direction, so hopefully we'll get there.
You're happy to have some movement on this situation that hasn't had any in many years?
You know, it's yes, it's good to see some movement. I mean, it obviously has not moved as quickly as anybody would have liked to have seen it move, but council hopefully will get a good process here where we can reconsider all the options, update some of the numbers. The reports are now pretty old, about 4 or 5 years old, so we need to bring those numbers up to date and reconsider. Think about all the things that went into those reports. Do we have enough public consultation? You know, all those things. Come up with a good process and hopefully move to making some decisions in the next 6 months, so we have something in place for budget consideration in the next couple of years.
Is it the new faces at the table that have moved this forward, or what other factors? Well,
the election certainly helped. I think part of the reason why we're discussing this is it was a major issue of discussion during the election, and Councillor Rich, I think, led that charge during the election, and he seconded this motion, and other members of council talked about it, and you can hear there's a lot of concern about it, and the reason I presume that many of these people are sitting around this table is because the public agreed with them. So I think there's an obvious impetus to get this issue dealt with, and that comes right from the grassroots.
So what do you envision in the way of developing the process? What shakes down to begin with?
Well, I think we're going to hear from staff first about what their thoughts are in terms of their time constraints, in terms of what they think can be accomplished in the next 6 months. But I think it's going to be, my own personal preference would be to see it be a very simple review of the studies we've already done, $100,000 worth of studies, bring them up to date, bring them up to 2015 numbers, and then have a bit of a process thereafter where we can get some input from members of council about which of those options, given the new costings, seem like the most reasonable way forward, and so we can get a recommendation by the end of the summer.
How about you personally at this point? Have you enough information to say renovate, rebuild, and you've studied them as much or more than anybody probably to get to this point?
No, at this moment I'm not settled on an approach at this point. I think I want to wait to see what this process generates and see what some of the new numbers look like. And we're in a new reality now, a different reality than we were in 2011. New financial reality, new reality with regard to grants, all these things. So I think we need to reconsider the whole picture in the context that we're in 2015, and see where we go from there.
Is there any chance that the answer would be get out of aquatics?
That answer is on the table. All answers are on the table at this moment. I think we have to consider everything, and I think if you'd heard the comments around the table today, I think you'll have noted that there are a myriad of opinions among members of council on this issue, a myriad of concerns, all legitimate concerns, so it's not going to be an easy decision. It's not going to be easy in the slightest, but that doesn't mean we don't have to make it. We have to make it, and we're going to have to grit our teeth and get through it somehow, and hopefully this is the start of that.
Well, it looks like touch has come